Welcome back to the channel. I'm Rochelle and this is Brampton Gardener, and today is another installment of What Am I Sowing This Week. So I have been very naughty. I started my ancho chili peppers. I got these from a seed swap. I had them stuck in here in the baggy method and I've been checking on them and I noticed, oh, they had sprouted the other day, and then I totally forgot to plant them up. So I'm going to try and see if I can get these poor little babies here into a row of soil blocks, and hopefully they survive because these are the only seeds I have of the ancho chilies. So wish me luck. So I'm going to get my tweezers, which are right here, and I'm going to find out how many of these seeds I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to do a row here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put them all in here. So we're very carefully going to separate them. Oh my gosh. This is not ideal. This is not ideal. This is what happens when you get busy with work and you forget to check on stuff. Oh my goodness. My tweezers, and I'm going to close them to open up a hole inside there, get it down a little deeper. And I'm kind of cracking the soil blocks a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that because I'll just squish them right back together. All right. So I'm going to hold it by the seed head just so I don't damage the little stem. And we're just going to very gently squish it down in there. All right. And same with this one. Ay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I got them in. I will water them in really nicely with my mister, and hopefully they do just fine. So I will be filling out the other soil blocks with a few other seeds.
Welcome back to the other half of What Am I Planting This Week. So you saw me stick those really long ancho peppers into some soil, but I am happy to say that they took off. They're doing just fine, and I actually just potted them up into some larger soil blocks right now just to have that tray free. So today I am going to be starting a few more seeds. So in this tray of 40, I'm going to be dividing it up into 20 and 20. So I'm going to get my label on there right now. Label. Don't be me in the past. It's such a pain when you don't know what things are. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm going to divide this tray in half here. And so this half I'm going to be planting up Livingston daisies. I'll try and remember to post a picture up on the screen. I ordered these from Bessie's Seeds, which is a seed company here in Canada. So I don't know how ridiculously tiny these seeds might be. I'm scared. Oh no. It's not a good sign when they come in another bag. So, oh my God. Okay, so when this happens, this is when I actually think I should probably be doing it, dusting them in the other trays, but you know what? I have this here ready to go, so. I'm a glutton for punishment, apparently. Okay, I'm going to try. Oh my God, I can't even see the. All right, super tiny, absolutely ridiculously tiny. And so I'm just going to try to do 1 or 2 per square. But you'll see I'm going to be potting up my lobelia. I have to prick it out, and I did it in the soil blocks, so I'm gonna have to prick it out of the soil blocks and kind of pot it up into their own soil block. I attempted this with them, and I don't know, I was in a rush. I just was not super. Oh my goodness, these are, oh my goodness, so tiny. Those are the Livingston daisies. And now I'm going to, and it's going to just depend on how many of each I have. I'm going to be doing some of my hardy hibiscus. Now last year I grew some of the white. I started it from seed. I just kind of wanted to see if it would actually germinate, how it would go. And it did really well. And I gave it to a friend of mine to try out because I'm like, I don't really have room for this in my yard. And she put it into a pot and it got fairly big and it bloomed. So I'm going to try and find that picture. So hopefully she got it planted into the garden and it's going to come back bigger and better this year. So I'm really excited to see that. So I'm going to start the red hardy hibiscus. So this is the one I have in the backyard that has like the giant dinner plate blooms on it. I'll put one back in here. So I've had that red hibiscus for many, many years, probably 16, 17 years. It was one of the first plants I put out in the backyard. I'm like, I want a hardy hibiscus. They're my favorite flower, my favorite plant. So I have it, and it's done really, really well. I've just noticed the last few years it's not doing as good. I think it's getting a little too crowded out. I'm gonna divide it this year. So I wanna make sure I start some in case the one I divide dies or it doesn't do well. I figure if I start a few from seed, we'll see how it goes, right? And it does not produce very many seed pods. I don't know why. The white hibiscus, like millions of seeds. And I'm gonna go stick it upstairs. I'm gonna mist it, water it in, and oh, I'm gonna label it. And then I'm gonna go stick it upstairs in one of my little containers with the little lid on it, in a little, make its own little humidity dome, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so this is the red hibiscus, and then these are the white. And then this is the Livingston. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.
So things that I'm going to be dropping into some soil today, these are some seeds from my good friend Nicole at Nicole Smith Gardening. Aren't these so cute? She sent out the most beautiful little seed packets. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. She used washi tape and she decorated. Anyways, so I'm going to be dropping some yarrow seeds. I am going to be taking the Abelmotius Sagatifolius. Otherwise known as swamp mallow or swamp hibiscus. So it's a very pretty little hibiscus-y looking flower, and I'm really excited to grow it. And I think I will probably be calling it swamp mallow from now on and not attempt that obnoxious name. And also the Thai double blue butterfly peas, which I'm super excited about. I'm also going to be starting my cranberry hibiscus today, and I'm going to be dropping more seeds for the cilantro because it has not germinated. I'm going to be starting some kale because I forgot I hadn't got that going yet. I'm going to be dropping more seeds for my dwarf pak choi because you can harvest them at 2 inches and they're almost ready to harvest. So I need to redo that and get some more of those going. And then I'm going to be doing the baggy method again with some chilies. So I have New Mexico 6, a jalapeno, and a shishito that I got in a seed swap. So, oh, and these are from the, can you see it on there? The Superior Gardener. So I follow them on Instagram, and they have a website, Canadian grown seeds here in Ontario. Awesome. So let's get started. Okay, so I have my seeds here ready to go. So these are the shishitos, the jalapeno, and the New Mexico 6. So I'm just going to get those wet. Now the pump sprayer does have a bit of hydrogen peroxide mixed in, which just helps to keep it from getting moldy, and it also helps to break down the seed coat a little bit too. So I'm just going to fold those in half right there like that. Bum, bum, bum. And I will say that I was impressed. There was probably close to like 20 or 25 seeds in the seed packet. So very generous seed packets. Thank you very much to the Superior Gardener. Okay, so I'm just going to take these and put them in my bag with one hand. Let's see how that goes. And I know how much you guys love to make fun of my histology bags, but here's the really cool part. If I have like the seed packet like this, there's an outside pocket and I can just slide that in. And then I know which seeds are which. Boom. So then next we have the yarrow. Now the yarrow is a considered a cool flower. So like I definitely can plant those right now, and I can plant them out as soon as early April. So hopefully they'll be ready to go out by then. So they say that they need light and to not cover. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just plant, because there's just a few of them in here. I'm going to plant them right here in this row where the stevia was supposed to be. So you can see they're pelleted, so you can see them sitting there on the top of the surface. When I'm done with all of these, then I'll spray them and get them all moisted. Misted. And I put my label, Yarrow. Don't forget to label it. Okay, so next up, I'm going to do my, I want to do my cranberry hibiscus. I don't have very many of the cranberry hibiscus left. And I really wanted to get the, I was really hoping to get the mahogany splendor this year, but sold out. So I have three seeds, put them here. I'll just take up 3 of the 4 spaces on this row here. There we go. All right. Do some pak choi and some kale over here. I'm also going to be putting some of these outside in the my winter sowing containers. Okay, now the next two, the swamp mallow, it recommends to soak it for 24 hours before planting. Hold on for now, we'll see. In there. Yeah, the seeds look just exactly like my Zabrina and my like my rose mallows and stuff too. Very similar plant and seeds. So we'll stick them back in there. And now the butterfly pea says that you need to nick the seeds, so similar to the canna lily, and then I'm going to soak them for 24 hours as well. And I'm just going to soak, oh wow, those are weird looking. I was not expecting that. Can you see that? They look like, I don't know what they look like. They look almost like little beans or something. They're not like round like little peas like I was expecting. Really cool. So these are definitely different enough that I can soak them in the same container and I'm not going to be confused as to what is what. So I'm just going to put them in here right now. And okay, so I'm going to start 10 of them, which is probably way too many. But so I'm going to just go and try and see if I can't find my doggy snakes. So for these, I thought I was recording yesterday, but basically all I did was I just took, you can see a little white there, I just took the trimmers like I had done on the canna lilies. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I show a few different ways of opening it up. So just like that, a very, very small sliver comes off, and I soaked the peas and the swamp mallow overnight. So now I'm just going to pop them up into my soil block. Here I have this until something sprouts, and they'll just sit in here and stay nice and moist. So yesterday I was bragging about how warm it was outside and how beautiful, and then today we're getting more snow and it's still coming down pretty good and everything's covered again. So thank goodness I took the video yesterday of my front garden, because I would never have known I was even getting anything sprouting up. Hopefully this doesn't stay long. Pretty much everything that I will be starting for week 10 of growing season 2022.